video is about the importance of being grounded that can help you with stress. One of my favourite topics, and something I'm always harping on about, is being grounded and what it means. Being grounded does not mean you're boring. It means you are connected to this planet. It means that you are here, you're stable, and you are able to think more clearly, feel happier, and be more connected with everything around you. It's actually being present in your life. And many people are not present in their lives. They're all up here in their heads. And believe me, when you're up here in your head, it can drive you crazy. You don't think straight, everything is confusing, you go round and round in circles. And I'm really good at doing that. I'm constantly having to remind myself to ground. My husband's very good at telling me, Julie, what are you doing? You're going round and round in circles. Go outside and walk in nature, or just bring yourself back. Because sometimes people like me who are very sensitive, and probably many of you, we forget to ground. And yet it's the most important thing that we do. It's just connecting us back to our lives. So I don't want to sound boring, and I don't want to keep going on and on and on, but it's really, really important, and I cannot stress this enough. And there's lots of fun ways you can do this to get grounded every single day of your life. And when you're going round and round in circles and you're meeting yourself going backward, or you just can't focus on anything, it's because you need to reconnect. Now, some people have no willingness to reconnect or to be grounded. They think it's wonderful living in these higher energy fields and living up in their head and up here and going round and round and round. They think that's fun. Sooner or later, they are going to go a little bit crazy, but also they're irritating to be around, because you can't have a sensible conversation with them. You can't get them to do anything. They're not reliable. Many artists and people do have this tendency to be all up here in their head and up here in the sky and working on these higher energy centers. But sometimes it's good for them to ground. Now, something very interesting is very often people who are depressed or sad need to reconnect. Again, they're up here in their heads. And if we can get them to reconnect back to themselves or back to the planet, that will also help them to be less depressed. I'm not talking about the clinically depressed who really need medication and have been clinically depressed for years, but people who are just really feeling sad, mildly depressed, it's very good. They just need to connect again, and very often they feel better quite quickly. There's many ways to ground. The best way for me and for most people is to just go outside, walk in nature, or walk on the grass in bare feet, or the beach. Something that's living, the grass. I love to walk in the grass in bare feet, even on a cold day. I'll go and paddle in the grass if it's been raining, because it's just such a wonderful feeling to feel that sensation of being grounded. So you can make it fun. Just because it's raining and wet and cold doesn't mean you can't just go outside and just ground or enjoy yourself, because you can go hug a tree too, because that's really, really nice and loving. You can sit in a bath of water that will ground you. You can have a shower. You can sit quietly in nature, just sit in the garden, listen to the birds, look at the sky at night, look at the moon, and just feel the peace, and you'll feel yourself very quickly coming back. Nature's the best, but grounding can be fun. You can breathe. If you do yoga, it'll help you to ground. And one of the best exercises is imagining that you have roots growing from the base of your feet and the base of your spine. And just imagining that in itself, you'll start to feel your roots, you'll start to feel your connection. We'll go through that at the end of this video or do a small meditation with you, sitting on the ground like this. It's wonderful. And then you can use the magic of crystals. And I love crystals, as you know. Great crystals to use are wonderful, the black or the dark crystals. Ones like black tourmaline. I just love these because these are wonderful for grounding. You wear them, put them on your feet, hold them, put them in your pockets, put them by your computer, put them by your bed, have them everywhere. They really are wonderful for helping you to ground. You just need to hold them for a few minutes. And I love to put them, I'll show you what I do. I put them between my toes, like this. Oh, straight away you feel it. It's wonderful. Obsidian, shiny obsidian, again, is wonderful for grounding. Oh, chiastolite. This is a little bit harder to find, but chiastolite is wonderful because it kind of like grounds you and centers you at the same time. And you feel so much more peaceful when you're grounded. If you feel that you're really, really stressed or you're stressful thinking, we need to get out of our heads. We need to ground. I was really stressed today. This morning I got really upset with something I was doing on the computer. I was trying to fill out a form and I just literally ungrounded. I went up in my head and I just felt terrible, and I was shouting at my husband, shouting at the computer. I just wasn't making sense. And I just had to practice what I preach. I had to come back to myself. I breathed, I came, got a few crystals, sat and held them for a few minutes, calmed down, went back to the computer, and suddenly I could think straight again and I could do what I had to do and fill the form out. It's really that simple. It's about just reconnecting back. There are some wonderful things called boji stones. They come in a pair like this. They're male and female energy, and these really balance you. You can just switch them over, and I love these. If you can get hold of these are amazing to have. And just holding them makes me want to smile, because I just feel it balances me and grounds me. There are many things you can do. Have fun with it. Don't think it's boring. So when the next time you're going round and round in circles in your head, just think of me getting upset, filling that form on the computer, sending myself crazy, and was able to bring myself back down quickly by just holding some crystals. I would normally have gone outside, but where I am at the moment, it was 38 degrees. It was too hot. I just didn't want to go outside because that would have upset me more. So I did something very simple, but just find fun in the grounding. Don't think it's boring to be a grounded person. It just means you're level-headed. You're more level-headed. You can still be fun. You can still create beautiful poetry and do your work beautifully and make beautiful music, probably in a more stable way, because you'll be able to be more creative because you're stable and solid. So if you would like, I'll show you a little meditation that you can do very quickly, and you don't actually even have to do this as a meditation. You can do this sat at your desk, you can sit at home, the dining table, or when your husband's driving you crazy, or your wife's driving you crazy, whichever way you are. Just close your eyes for a moment and just feel your body, just feel it, just feel your body. Be aware of your body. Feel your feet. Just be aware of your feet. Wriggle your toes if you need to, but know that your feet are there. Not to forget about our feet. And then just imagine that you have roots growing from your feet deep down into the earth, and they're holding you here and they're grounding you. Just imagine, feel it, sense it, however. And then go to the crown of your head. Just imagine you can feel it, or even if you want, you can touch it, the crown of your head. And just feel as if it's open to the heavens, to the universe. And then imagine or feel that you're breathing that beautiful energy of the universe, calming, loving energy. You're breathing it into the crown of your head, and it's going to flow down through the back of your spine, all the way down your spine. Feel this flow of energy. And then it's going to flow down through your legs and through those roots that you've just grown from your feet. And just breathe. And you will feel a sense of peace. And you'll feel yourself just coming way down in a peaceful, gentle way. And you'll feel connected, and you'll feel that you go quiet inside. You'll go quiet in your head and quiet in your body, and maybe in your heart. Breathe and exhale, and then just open your eyes. And I'm sure you're all feeling much more present, because that's the name of the game. Being grounded means being present and connected in your life, so that you can live it in a less stressful way and in a more peaceful and quiet way. I hope that helped you. I've enjoyed talking to you today, and do look on my channel for more useful, practical, everyday tips, because those tips, like that one today, you can do in the car, in the office, at home, eyes closed or eyes open. Thank you for listening, and remember, you're worth it. You are worth that little time, those few minutes.